And real quick, I just thought I'd say, listen, like I said, don't misconstrue it, because I like my fresh too, man. I like my fresh too. I fucking love my fresh, actually, man. I just customize my fresh to me, to my liking. I paint my shoes, I paint my, my clothing. I do what I want to do with my shit, right? But I create things that appeal to the masses as well. Appeal to the nigga that want to look like the next nigga. That's cool. I don't care. I'm not judging your style. I'm not judging what you rock, what you do with your cash, man. I'm not at all. I'm just judging it. Take that back. Let's not even use that word at all. I'm not judging you at all. No judgment. Look, judgment free zone, my nigga. I'm not judging you. I'm saying that I'm observing the fact that a lot of people complain. A lot of people complain. A lot of people say that the youth is so, and this is where I'm kind of torn between this humanitarian side of me and this, you know what I'm saying, just straight businesswoman. But I happen to believe that I can mix my spiritual awareness and my generosity and my compassion for humanity and mix that with wealth. And I sit right in the middle, and I'm the mediator of both sides, the lightness and the dark. And that's why you see my background is black and white. Of course, the yin and the yang. I mean, I'm naughty and the nice. I am both things simultaneously. I cannot choose just one, because they are the same. There is no opposite. There is no separateness. But I have this compassion and this desire to break cycles that has not benefited anyone. You understand what I'm saying? And if you read Real Simple Read, you'll see exactly what I mean by these cycles. You know, and I'll give you an example just because at the moment. So I wrote in the book regarding the cycle, environmental cycles. We think that we are a product of our environment. We're not a product of our fucking environment, man. You're a product of your own thoughts and your own choices, for the most part. Now, there are some people that make choices that affects everybody, because we are one part of the whole, right? But not to get too far into the book and all that, but I said an environmental cycle is, say for instance, granddaddy was an alcoholic. Daddy an alcoholic. Wait, great granddaddy was an alcoholic. Granddaddy an alcoholic. Daddy was an alcoholic. The son or daughter is likely to be an alcoholic as well. If they don't choose to break the cycle by way of thought, saying, hey, I can abuse with choice. I can abuse alcohol or not to abuse alcohol. I see the detriment that it that it has caused in my family, and I'm speaking from a personal experience on that tip. I can choose alcohol, to abuse alcohol, or not. You can break the cycle. That's what I mean by your choice. You know what I mean? So that's again, it's just observation. So another cycle is, hey man, we hustle, we hit licks, and we, you know what I'm saying, we buy the spin. There is no businesses being handed down through generations. Like, there's no family businesses as prominent in black communities. And it's so wild, because I keep saying I don't care about the color, but this is where I grew up. I grew up on the east side of Detroit. And you're not a product of your environment. I was literally the teenager. I started drinking and smoking at 14. My older peers, my people that look, you know what I'm saying, they bumpy face, Seagram's vodka. Growing up on Hazel Ridge, east side of Detroit, deep east of Detroit. And drinking out of Ohana bottles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was my environment. My sister, my older sister, and this ain't no shade to throw her under the bus and none of that shit. She's extremely creative woman, man. She did my, I used to look up to her, and she ain't teach me nothing about business or about anything. She couldn't teach me what she ain't know, right? So she taught me how to roll a blunt. To this day, I recall, hey, this rolling 101, sis. Sit down at the table. This bro, you know what? I could pearl a motherfucking L right now. I don't smoke, but I could pearl a motherfucking L. I don't know how to build a business. I don't know how to I don't know how to build credit. I ain't know. I do now, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it just goes to show you that you're not a product of your environment. You're a product of yourself and what you want and your desires. Because I was this teenager, fat, overweight, didn't have anything. I was living with my sister who taught me how to roll, watching her children while she went to work. And one day that ceased. She was paying me good. I had her, could take her, she would sleep all day. She worked in a plant. She would sleep all day. I can take her car, do whatever I wanted to do. I'm driving. I ain't even had else. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? And party, hey, where the hoes at? This when I was fucking with niggas. Ain't doing shit for me. This is, yeah, right? So that changed though. She said, well, I'm moving in with my boyfriend. What you about to do? I had stopped going to school. I thought I was too good for school. Literally, all I did, sleep, smoke, eat, sleep, buy academics, buy Zori, nigga, heli, like I had all the fresh clothes and shit. I had no idea about my talents. I had no idea what I wanted to do. When I first decided to change my life for the better, and it wasn't some extreme, huge, leap in progress. It was simply, hey man, I'm overweight. What are my talents? My sister, she does hair so beautifully. She had her talent. She had, you know what I'm saying, her hustle. What's my hustle? What do I do? I don't do shit. What the fuck I do? Damn. So I started thinking back. I said, man, as a kid, you asked me what I wanted to do when I grow up. I said, I'm gonna be in the WNBA. I was a girl who's never been on a basketball team before, who's fat and overweight, and unhealthy, just sleep, smoking, and don't do nothing athletic at all. How the hell is she gonna be on the WNBA? Man, I made that decision one summer. I was like, I'm going back to school, and whatever school I go to, I'm gonna play for them. I'm trying out for the basketball team. I got up, started running around this field at Cameron and Lynn, North End, and I started boiling my chicken. Nigga, my condiments weren't drenched in ranch. It was ketchup. That's it. Chicken, bouillon cube, boiled, ketchup. No, man, I'm telling you, this was me. Like, okay, I found my passion. Because I always had a shot. Like, baby always had a 3-point shot. I've always had a mid-range shot. I always had a shot. I don't know where the shot came from, but I had it. So that's what put in my mind, like, yo, WNBA and just my love for the game. So anyway, I tried out I had to go to an alternative school because I had missed so much in my senior year. I went to an adult school, and adult education, I mean, it ranged from, the kids that have been so bad and kicked out from 16 years old up to, I'm going to school to 40, 50-year-old people, right? So anyway, long story short, I tried out for that basketball team. It was a unisex team. I don't know if it was just my luck, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that school closed down the year after I graduated. The year I graduated. So I joined that team. I was the only female on that team. Only female to playing with all these dudes. I went from absolutely no basketball. I'm 18, 19 years old at this point. Absolutely playing no basketball. To losing maybe 50 pounds that summer. I lost maybe 50 pounds. To now I'm running with all these guys that our dudes play. I'm like, damn. Wow, man. I came off the bench. One night I just went ham on it, man. They was... And I used that as a selling point to get to Central State University, where I got a scholarship, a partial women's basketball scholarship. My coach at Highland Park Career Academy, shout out to Coach Hack, man. His son went to Central State University. He had Coach Pat's number. He called, hey, I want you to speak to Coach Pat. I got a scholarship from, graduated at the top of my class at HP. And that was my like, wow, man, I can really do some shit with my mind. If I just make up my mind to do something, I can do it. Granted, although my shot was even more pure when I went to college, I still haven't played a game of college ball to this day. I was redshirted when I got to Central State University because obviously I was looked at as the weakest link. I couldn't fucking I didn't, man. The workouts would be killing me, bro. Like the gym at Central State compared to the gym we played in the HP, man, it was like, damn, I wasn't prepared for this. You know, these women have been playing their whole lives, have been playing in elementary, middle school. You know what I'm saying? I was automatically like, man, conditioning was something else. But I lost the most weight at Central State, right? Tuition rose. College costs, right? I wasn't able to go back to school. My grandmother had, unbeknownst to me, I'm going into cash management like, hey, it's time to register for spring classes, and my account hadn't cleared. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's going on? I know I reapplied for the loans, like, what a refund check too. Like, what's going on, man? That means no school, no, I won't actually get to play a game. Like, what the hell is going on? My grandmother, unbeknownst to me, called them and told them I didn't agree to you signed it already, Grandma. What are you talking about? I didn't agree to that. Canceled the loan, unbeknownst to me. I'm like, fuck. So I came back. I had to come back home, Detroit. Ended up getting some little odds and ends jobs. My first job actually in the workforce was working at the stadium, right? I ain't want this video to run too long, but just rock with me for a minute. So I working at Lions Stadium, I met a girl, whatever. So all this time I had kind of gained some weight back, right? And this relationship, man, it was toxic, man. Toxic relationship. I ended up getting into another relationship that left me this hair and a knife wound to my leg that severed my perineal nerve and an artery. And that happened right after I had tried out for a semi-pro league, right? So I had got back, picked that back up, and was like, wow, man, like, what do I do? What is my calling, man? And I read a book that changed my fucking world, man. It changed my world, man. And this is what I expect Real Simple Read to do for you. That wasn't, shameless plug. That is what I expect this book to do for you. Like, just like open your mind and insight to something that you like, man. Right? So this book changed my world, and entrepreneurship just spring all these different ideas. At this time I had began a vegan lifestyle, vegan sometimes, and just juicing and blending and meditating and affirmations, all this stuff, man. Just and then life took a whole. How am I raped at 25 years old? How am I taken advantage of by a male at 25 years old? How am I living in a house with no water, no food, no electricity? Being psychologically and physically abused. How the fuck? It's 2015. How the fuck did I get to this point? What the man? Attempted suicide. Attempted to take my life in 2015. It was that wild for me, man. It was a lot of stuff going on, man, that is still to this day kind of inexplainable. Because it was just like it was a whole nother world that I was introduced to. And maybe I'll talk about that in another book, or I'm actually writing a film about that. But anyhow, man, you're not, and I can stand to you here today as strong as I am, as definite and sure and certain of myself and confident in myself as I am, that I'll never take less than what I'm worth right here. I can stand to you. I can stand before you, sit before you today, stand before you today. I can speak with conviction and audacity to say that I am powerful, that I am wealthy, That I am the greatest to ever do it? You mean to tell me that you're a product of your environment? No. No, I don't want to hear that shit. But who is teaching these children that today? They think that they have to submit to who's teaching women that shit today. They think that they have to submit to a man. You come from woman. No shade to any man. And I'm gonna holler at you, Ty. I saw that video. I just saw a video with Ty. I can't even think of his last name. Skinny dude who does a lot of shit. I'm gonna get back to that because that was some shit. Although he was really supporting women and how men beat women down and think that they're superior to women. Boy, he was even, man, I got some words for that. But I'm getting off a little on a tangent here, but bro, you're not a product of your environment. You can choose, and choose wisely. That's it. Plant beautiful seeds, man. Plant absolutely beautiful seeds in your garden to be the absolute best, and completely be not conformed to the world. Meaning, don't do what other motherfuckers doing just because you think that that's culture or that's tradition. That's your environment. That's the hood. That's what we do as black people. We gotta hit licks. We gotta smoke. We gotta drink. We gotta be motherfucking buffed out. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? This is the culture. If that's not what you truly, you know what I'm saying? If it's not truly building something, a foundation for you, what you doing it for? That's all I'm saying. No judgment. Do whatever you want. But if people say, well, I can die any day, I can't take this money with me. You can't, especially if you got children, you can't take them with you either. But you leave behind a name, man. You leave behind a legacy. You leave behind something of value. And not just Louis and Gucci's and Buffs. Ain't nobody do nothing with that. But if you created a concept, brother, if you created something in a creation from your mind, people can look back over your work and be like, man, damn. And pay homage to you in the other life. You know what I'm saying? Because you never really die, man. No one ever really dies. You understand what I'm saying? It's power. It's power in their name. No one ever really dies, man. We right here. Nobody dies. What? My brothers aren't dead. The body in which I knew them are. So that's, man, I'm a cut this, man. Just rock with me. I wanted just to clear that up, that I'm not judging nobody for what you do with your cash, man. But let's get this real estate. Let's get this land. Talk about 40 acres in a mule, man. Give me